following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Sitting down and designing, where every man never thinking, what are we gonna be wearing? Yo, I'm a Liverpool MC, you can't test me. Big up the girls inside the party. Let's get down to crazy Jimmy. Big up myself and known as Alfie, the one and only, the Turkish MC.
Always love the clothes of Jimmy.
Bitch, I'm your wanna be. Jimmy Star's new celebrity.
We'll take you out to Jimmy Star's.
Hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, bringing you the good times in music, fashion, pop culture, and entertainment. We got an exciting show for you guys today. It's going to be a lot of fun. Before we say hi to everybody, let's say hi to our cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
I'm exhausted. We had a weekend of weekends. We were guests of Sue Wong up in her gorgeous, huge, gigantic Malibu cliff house overlooking the Pacific Ocean, Zuma Beach. It was a great day. We shot a hour-something long video of us cooking, talking, eating, hanging out, just acting stupid. It's absolutely the reality of what we do when we're together. And it'll be up on YouTube in a couple of hours. And also, it's on your smart TV. You could watch it. It's really worth watching. If you're a yenta, a snoop, and you like to know what's going on, watch. It's very gossipy and very dishy and very cute. Wonderful. I love doing it, and so did Sue, and so did Eugenia, and so did Jimmy. At one point, Jimmy got lost and didn't control the camera. So the last segment, you see half of Sue Wong, all of me, and all of Eugenia. It's not bad photography. Let's say we were being artistic.
Yeah.
To cover his ass. But anyway, today I understand we have quite a guest on. He sings beautifully, Jimmy told me, and I can't wait to hear his music. I mean, he's been compared to Frank Sinatra, and that's quite a comparison. I mean, it would have been better if he was compared to Johnny Mathis, because I always thought Johnny Mathis is a better singer than Frank Sinatra, but two different types. Frank sang nightclub, and Johnny Mathis sang bedroom. You know, there were more pregnant people when Johnny Mathis was first singing. When he did Chances Are and Heavenly and all those wonderful songs, people got pregnant because we were all in our cars listening to his music, having sex with our girlfriends. Yes, we did back in those days. Yes, in the 1950s and 60s, we had sex with girls.
In cars.
In cars. Girls put out there and just like they do today. The only thing is we kept it a secret and nobody talked.
Because there was no social media.
Right. Today, the girls have sex with 10 guys, and they tell you who was good, who was hung, who was Mickey Mouse meat. They tell you everything.
Mouse meat.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse meat. But back in my day, men never was not gentlemanlike to say who he had sex with. And a girl would deny it. I mean, you could have banged her for 10 months, and she'd say, "Oh, he never touched me. Oh, no, I wouldn't let him go to third base."
Oh, here comes the dog. He thought something
we
wrong
had
with
two
you.
bases.
The dog thought there was something wrong with you.
That's my doggy talk. Say, Astro, say hi.
Say hi to everybody, Astro.
And when I talk to Astro, I do that high-pitched voice. Anyway, we had a great weekend. It was wonderful. And we have so much stuff coming up Thursday and Friday to do. Red carpets, events, luncheon with Monica Henreid, the daughter of the great actor Paul Henreid, who was with Betty Davis and now Voyager, and in Casablanca with Ingrid Bergman and Humphrey Bogart. So it's going to be a wonderful luncheon with her, listening to all her stories about old Hollywood. I knew a lot of them. I knew Betty Davis. But my mother was crazy about her father on film. My mother loved him. She thought he was the most elegant, gorgeous man in the world and so suave, as did millions of women who watched Paul Henreid. Look him up and see.
I love it. All right, so let's say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
First of all, we got a chat room full of people. We do have great guests, you guys. We have Omar, Kamal coming on, and then we have Alexis Hunter. It's going to be a great, fun show.
The Alexis Hunter interview is really interesting. I never knew that Joy Lansing was gay. She had me fooled.
It's going to be fun, and we have the book and everything here.
Yeah,
so we want to say hi,
quite
though,
a story.
to everybody in the chat room. What's up? Teresa Sabin's in the chat room. Lady Lake Music.
Jimmy, pull my straw out.
Oh, hang on. Teresa Sabin is in the chat room. Cindy Lady Lake is in the chat room. Eileen Shapiro is in the chat room. Angela is in the chat room. Hub Reynolds just joined us in the chat room.
Wait, I got a message for Eileen Shapiro. I am devastated, unhappy, miserable, and sad that you are not coming next month to the Halloween affair. I was so
2 weeks now.
Well, I was so wanting to see you again and caress you and give you a big squeeze. Yeah, baby, squeeze. You heard me. A squeeze.
That's funny.
And Billy Hess is not coming out, Mark, so I'm really depressed. You guys really have to buy a jet, a private plane. You're rich enough now, and you can fly back and forth in your own plane.
What he's talking about, you guys, is Halloween Hotness. It's Halloween-hotness.com. It's on October 16th. It's to benefit St. Jude's. There's going to be tons of celebrities. Tons of people who've been on the show will be there.
Yeah, but Eileen Shapiro won't be there.
Doug Jones is going to be there. He's been on the show. Sarah French is going to be there. Marcel Waltz is going to be there. Sadie's going to be there. Eugenia's going to be there.
Everybody's going to be
Sue
there,
Wong.
but Eileen Shapiro. It's not going to be the same without Eileen Shapiro. Where am I going to rest my head when I get tired? Those broads don't have boobs like Eileen Shapiro. Eileen Shapiro is like my pillow lady.
There you go.
Right, Eileen, honey? I love you, sweetheart. I love you, Eileen, so much. I wish you were a man. I'd leave Jimmy for you.
It's okay. Okay, it's me. Okay, so hold on, you guys. So we want to mention all the places you can watch
but
the
you
show.
know what? Eileen said she is really a man. She's a drag queen. Inside of her soul, she's a drag queen. She's told me that a lot of times. She feels like a drag queen. A lot of women say that.
We want to mention all the places that you can watch the show, you guys. You can hear us on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Prime. Oh, and SoundCloud. I didn't write SoundCloud down. We want to thank everybody for tuning in every week. You guys are such great supporters. We love having you around. Look at the dog. The dog's like totally like in love with Ron.
Of course, and I'm in love with him.
Oh, I don't have a pen.
You should have his qualities. I'd be making out with you more often.
Where's the pen I had? I lost my
Right,
pen.
Astro?
Oh,
Your
well.
other father should only be as wonderful as you are.
I can't write stuff down because I don't have a pen. That's
Because you're not prepared.
I had it though. I brought it in here, so I lost it someplace.
Yeah, you lost your
Anyway,
mind. Too. He lost
so
his mind long ago.
We had a bunch of good stuff going on. We also after we went to Sue Wong's this weekend, we met with Sean Kanan and Michelle Kanan and
Laney Kazan, my buddy for a lot of years. And Laney and I caught up on a lot of stuff. You know, her grandchildren, her daughter Jen, and what's going on. And she sat there talking to Michelle Kanan a lot. And I got jealous. And I said, Laney, this is supposed to be my date, not hers. And she said, well, I want to get to know my director. So that meant that Laney will do the movie. She took the script to reread it again. They're doing some editing on the script. Once we have a deck, we go after the money. We hope to be in production by February. And the movie is called The Gift of Magic. It's a black drama comedy. Funny as all hell. I wrote it with my demented, insane mind, and so it's fun. Watch it when it comes out.
yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
It'll be a lot of fun. What do you want to say?
No, I'm just my thing's going in and out. I don't know why.
What's going in and out?
My speaker. Oh, I'm gonna
very dirty mind.
Talk for a minute because I'm gonna see if I can fix
the
it.
Filthiest perverted mind. You better go out and find somebody. I think you need to have a little fun in the street. He's like a degenerate. I never met such a vulgar man in my life. Thank God I'm pure as the driven snow. I never use vulgarity, and I never think dirty thoughts ever, right, Eileen Shapiro? I mentioned her name and I breathe heavy.
All right, I'm coming back.
He's coming back. Hallelujah. Woo, woo. Let's all have a party. Jimmy's back. Now go ahead, knock the camera over, you big horse.
Okay, so you guys, we got a bunch of cool stuff coming up too. Tomorrow we're going to Shriek Fest Film Festivals.
That's gonna be
grand
fun.
opening party. We're also going to a birthday party for Ming. If you guys remember Ming Ballard was on the show a couple of weeks ago.
Ming Ballard, that sexy, hot little number. She is probably one of the most beautiful, sexiest women I've met in a lot of years. Sorry, Eileen. Everybody can't be gorgeous like you. Everybody, there are other beautiful women in the world. Ming is one. Ming is a doll and a delight. And
Jack O'Halloran will be there too.
And Jack, and I'm going to be in a movie soon with Ming called The Red River. I play a doctor, and she plays a girl, and I play doctor with her.
Yeah, right.
Remember when you were little and you played doctor with your cousin? You little pigs, dirty. All these audience people are filthy people. Yeah, you did all that dirty stuff out there. Come on, don't be snobby and now you're puritanical. Look at all the dirty stuff you did when you were a kid. Wasn't it fun?
I love it. So what we're
You
gonna,
loved it always. You were hanging out in trees with little boys. You were saying, "Come on, little boy, come up in the tree. I could
yeah,
show you
right.
apples."
Anyway, so here's what I think we're going to do something a little bit different today. What I think we're going to do, since I want people to be familiar with Omar and what he sounds like, I think we're going to play one of his music videos, and then we'll bring him on and talk with him, and then we're going to play another one. I picked two of them off of his
I can't
website.
wait. Let's go. Cut the shit. Shut up. Quiet
the
down.
first
Go.
one we're going to play is going to be called "In the Wee Small Hours."
In the wee small
name of the
hours of the
singer-
morning. Oh, I love that song.
The singer
the
is
world-
Omar Kamal. You guys, he's considered to be like the Palestinian Frank Sinatra. You ready to go with that, Roxy?
Let's.
I'm sure she is.
In the wee small.
So here we go,
hours
everybody.
Of the morning.
Hang on.
Shut up! I'm singing. You.
I know. I don't want you to sing. So anyway, listen up, everybody.
Pipe it, Mary.
This is
Pipe
Omar Kamal in the wee small hours. Enjoy. We'll bring him on as soon as the song is over.
In the wee small hours of the morning, while the whole wide world is fast asleep, you lie awake and think about the girl and never ever think of counting sheep. When your lonely heart has learned its lesson, you'd be hers if only she would call in the wee small hours of the morning. That's the time you miss her most of all. When your lonely heart has learned its lesson, you'd be hers if only she would call in the wee small hours of the morning. That's the time you miss her most of all.
Yay, everybody. That was Omar Kamal in the wee small hours. Now we're going to actually bring him on to the show. So, hello.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, how
Hey,
you
Jimmy
doing?
and Ron, how you guys doing?
Oh, my gosh. What a great accent.
I want
expecting
to open with quickly. You are
Yeah, go on.
handsome. You are handsome. Your arrangement is phenomenal. I love the horn. I love everything about the background. And you know what? You can sing. You have a really sexy voice. And
Thank you very much.
I'm so thrilled that you're singing music from my time, because so many people today do garbage for music. You're doing class music with the class voice. I think you're fabulous. You will definitely be put in my car, so when we're driving into LA, I can listen to you. I'm a fan, a big fan, a tremendous fan. Bravo. Terrific. What more can I say?
Thank
No,
you,
really.
Ron. Well,
I love your selection. And We Small
great.
Hours of the Morning happen to be one of my favorite songs. So you hit it out of the ballpark, babe. You really did.
that's wonderful.
No, he's good. Everybody,
let's-
everybody out there.
What a reception.
The chat room actually loves
Right from
you.
the get-go.
Let me make
Oh,
an
everybody's
intro.
flipping out. Everybody's flipping out now over you.
Let me do an actual introduction. All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the super talented singer, composer, producer, Omar Kamal. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hi, Jimmy and Ron. I'm happy to be here. How are you guys doing?
We
Oh,
are
we're doing
fantastic.
great.
We have a chat room full of people. They all loved it. So say hi to everybody in the chat room.
Hello, everyone. Well, how does this work? Who's in the chat room? And
There's a whole bunch of people. You can't see it, I don't think, from where you are. I think you can if you go and if you hit comments instead of private chat there. I think you'll actually be able to see
that's-
them. I have another computer that I watch it, but they're also putting stuff up on
You
the
know
screen.
what song I want you to hear you sing? One of my favorite songs. You're too wonderful for words. You're beautiful. You know that song?
You're marvelous. Yeah,
You're marvel. You would knock that right out of the moon.
I
to
love
the
that
moon.
song.
Why don't you do it? Sing it now. No, I love that. I love your voice, and I love that song.
So
I
hang
think
on.
you should do that cover. Really.
So hang on. Let's tell everybody a little.
You're
So you guys,
song.
Omar Kamal, he's they call him the Palestinian Frank Sinatra. That's what I got off all the websites when I Googled you.
Absolutely,
He's a
absolutely.
singer, he's a composer, he's a producer. His website is omarkamalglobal.com, and his Instagram is Insta Omar Kamal. He's from Ramallah. Is that how you pronounce it? Ramallah?
It's actually Nablus. Nablus.
Oh, I took that off of a website someplace. Okay, so they lied. So he's from Nebulous, you guys.
Liars.
And he's a phenomenal singer. And one of the things that we're promoting here is if you're in New York City, he's actually going to be playing. He's playing live at Jazz at the Lincoln Center in the Appel Room on Monday, October 18th at 7 p.m. And you can just Google the Lincoln Center and you can get tickets for that. And that's amazing.
When is he going to be there?
On October 18th.
We're not in New York.
No, we're here at going to Halloween Hotness.
I wish I was in New York. I would go if I were in New York for sure. Are you coming to
I'd
LA?
love to have you guys.
Are you ever coming to LA to sing?
Well, it will. Yeah, we will. It's kind of on the other side, isn't it? But it will happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Well,
shortly
if you go on tour, you can't leave Los Angeles out. We're very
Of course
important.
not. No.
You guys, he has 2 albums out, Serenade and Show Me the Light, and he's coming to the States because he's going to be recording another album. And so have you performed in the States before? I know you've performed all over Europe, but have you performed in the States before?
This is going to be my official debut, if you like. So this is the one. This is it, and I'm very looking forward to it.
Are
This
you
is going to
excited?
happen right before the pandemic, and it's been quite a build up. So it is exciting, but this is the debut.
Now, are you coming in from England?
Well, I'm coming from Croatia because at the moment I'm on holiday with the family.
But you
I'll be
live in
going
England.
to
You live in
I live in
England because I
Yes,
can
that's
hear your
right.
accent. You have a London accent.
That's right. That's
I
right.
love the accent.
Yeah, what's London? London people speak clearly and purely. The boroughs of England, the outskirts, they tend to get limey-ish. Aye, mate, what's doing? That kind of thing, which is cute too. So you have a family. You want to talk about them or not? Well, some people don't want to talk
everyone
about their families. We don't like to advertise that you have a wife because then all the women go, Oh shit, he's married. You know, so we like to keep because you're sexy. You have a very sexy with the beard. You're really hot looking, and the women are fainting. They're saying, "Oh, he's so cute. I like the way he sings." Oh, they have fantasies. But once they hear you're married, they go, "Oh, he's married." So let's keep the marriage part out.
Well,
He's single.
it's too
ladies.
late to say anything now, anyway.
No, no, no. It was a technical mistake. He's single,
Yeah.
ladies, and when he sings, he's singing directly to all of you.
So I have to tell you too. So I picked 2 songs to play while we have you on the show today.
Yeah, play
but then
another one.
but after I picked the songs to play, I was Googling you on YouTube just to see what other things
Right.
came up, and you did a cover of "Love Never Felt So Good" with that song by Justin Timberlake and Michael Jackson.
That's right. Yeah.
And
one of my
that
favorite
I
Michael
don't
Jackson
have that
songs.
one, but that is so awesome that everybody needs to like Google it. I've never even heard that. I didn't even know Michael Jackson and Justin Timberlake did a song, so I had never heard it. And I
Michael
downloaded
Jackson
it.
sang with everybody. You
Yeah,
didn't know that?
But he doesn't sing it like them. He sings it in his style, which is so amazing. The way
Well, you know what I love
do
about
it.
your voice is there's a bit of a grind to it, and that's sexy. You don't have a violin for a voice. You have a manly voice, but soft. And certain words, I hear the growl, and that growl is really very effective. Don't ever lose it. Don't ever try to clean up the growl. It's good. It works.
Well, too
Do you know?
bad
Do
I
you know,
stopped
do you know what I'm
smoking.
talking?
Oh, too bad I stopped smoking. He
No.
said.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I think
exactly
I
what
think
you're
that's
talking
what I found most appealing about your voice because it makes a song richer. You know, when you're too clean and you sing a song, it's a bore. Have you ever seen that when people are so clean in a song, it's not interesting? But if you have
Yeah,
a
it's bit
voice,
technical.
if you have a voice, if you're a stylist more than a singer, see a lot of people out there. Frank Sinatra was not a singer; he was a stylist. Peggy Lee was a stylist. So that's what made
That's
them.
it.
That's what made them famous because their voices are identifiable and unique. To sound like everyone is like to be nothing, right? You're an
it.
individual. You're unique. I like your voice. Keep your voice exactly as it is. You're going to go far.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So
very
you-
much.
Don't thank
so
me.
you guys-
thank God he gave
He
you the
has
voice.
he has 5 million YouTube plays. You guys, 1.7 million Spotify streams, 100,000 followers in Facebook and Instagram. So how long have you been singing? Let's learn a little bit about you. How long have you been singing?
Well, it's been, I think about. Oh no, I've got to think now. Maybe about 10 years or,
Oh, that's
or
it?
so. But yeah, well, I started. I'm kind of classically trained in piano, if that's the right way to say it. I played the piano to start with, just from a young age, and then I figured I need a different instrument. I need an instrument that goes, straight from the heart. Like you said, it's one that can express your soul directly. So I
You
went
have an
to
incre-
singing.
you have an incredible speaking voice. You should do voiceovers. You have a wonderful speaking voice. Really, I
I'm
like
join
what
you guys if you allow me.
No, really, I'm so impressed. You know, we have so many people that come on our show, like hundreds of thousands, and some of them really, I'm polite. I say, "Oh, that was a nice song." I don't get excited.
So
I got excited over your song.
So there's Dave
That's
Hughes
wonderful.
Dave Hughes is in the chat room. He's one of our he's someone who listens and he's in the UK. He said he's really familiar with your work. He keeps writing over and over, so I'm just going to bring it up for a topic of discussion that he doesn't think you're like Frank Sinatra, that you sound like yourself and that you're so unique. He doesn't know why they do the comparisons.
I
but-
agree. I totally agree with you. He is nothing like Frank Sinatra. Frank
That's
Sinatra
great.
Frank Sinatra sang through his big nose. This guy sings through his chest. You can hear it. No, Frank
Well,
Sinatra.
yeah, go on. Sorry, Ron.
No, Sinatra was way up there. If you know where he was he went, and you're big difference. I would not compare you. No.
So what
Well,
about
I was
you
gonna
though? Do
say,
you
I
like
did-
that?
What's that? Sorry.
I was gonna say, do you like? I mean, go ahead and say whatever you were gonna say, because it's
No,
probably
I was just
answers
going
my
to say
question.
that it is. You don't kind of you understand why they would make that comparison, because I learned from Frank Sinatra and others, and there's he's one of those that kind of, I won't say taught me, but I just kind of grabbed the a lot of things about singing, a lot of things about attitude and storytelling, maybe even diction. You know, the pronunciation and things
I
like
don't.
that.
I don't.
That's-
You know,
that's
listen.
all
I
in
go.
Frank, but I don't. I mean, you don't want to be compared to anyone, obviously. But I
No.
can't say it's not a great honor, but it's what it's what people say. So it is what it is.
I go to a
Yes.
lot of weddings in Brooklyn, and there's always the Italian guy that thinks he's either Dean Martin or Frank Sinatra, and they get up and they do a pretty good impersonation, but that doesn't excite me because you're an impersonator. I would say you're as good as Sinatra and different, and I would really say to people, cut the press about the Sinatra. My name is Omar. It's not Frank. I mean, you are really. I mean, Johnny Mantis has never been compared to Frank Sinatra. Johnny is unique. Who's got a voice like John? You know who Johnny Mathis is? No, I can't. I'm gonna kill myself.
No, I think I do. I think I do. But it's
Chances are, of course, I wear a silly grin the moment you come into view.
oh, he's in the same era. Then no, I had someone else in mind.
Johnny.
Oh,
I'm
you
a-
have to look
I'm a-
up John. You have to look up Johnny.
I'm a Johnny
Mathis.
Hartman.
no,
Johnny
Johnny.
Hartman fan, but not.
Johnny Mathis. Johnny Mathis is the greatest American singer we have ever had. He's better than
Wow.
Sinatra, better than any of them.
He's sold the most records out of anybody.
And you have to listen to. You want to hear a velvet voice. Oh, let's get some Frank Sinatra. Get some Johnny Mathis. Your tongue
You'll
is
like
gonna
it.
fall. You're gonna
Yeah,
faint.
you'll like it.
He's fabulous.
So let's
I'm
go a
gonna
little
check
bit.
it
So
out.
so who are some of your influences? I know you've performed with, and I know you've covered songs in your own way, songs by Michael Jackson, The Weeknd, Frank Sinatra, a bunch of different people. But who, like growing up, who are some of your influences that you listen to a lot? And I know a lot of them we might not know who they are, but go ahead and tell us anyway.
Well, yeah, there's obviously the whole Arabic background, and a lot of the greats like Firuz and Kulthum and Abdul Wahab, and these are the Arabic influences. And funny enough, most of them were kind of people that bridged the gap. They had that international feel, almost Western and Arabic at the same time. So it's always been part of the journey. But when it comes to the other side of the world, I would say, of course, Frank Sinatra and Elvis Presley and Beatles and all the main ones, of course. But then as I grew into singing, I started looking deeper and deeper into the gems that
Oh,
are
I
very-
think you hold your own, Omar. I don't think you need to be compared to anybody. I really believe you hold your own. Now, do you sing in Arabic? Is there an album out in Arabic?
Yes. There was the recent album had a mix, so there's a lot of stuff in Arabic and English and actually different languages too.
You speak
I
a lot of languages. I read online. What languages do you speak?
Well, I would say speaking and singing is
Different.
two entirely different things. So I would sing it, but not necessarily speak it. So Spanish, Italian, French, and all the rest. So.
But I love Arabic music and Greek music. Boom, bada, boom, 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 boom.
He's
boom, boom,
Italian,
boom,
though.
boom, boom, boom.
What?
Yeah, but we come from Genoa, and 100,000 years ago, whenever, there were a lot of Arabs living in Genoa in what we call the Carugi. The Carugi is the old wall that they built to keep the pirates and the enemy out. So there's a great
Right.
Arabic culture in Genoa. If you go into many buildings, you'll see Moroccan as well as Arabic architecture and color. So there's a Genovese is our dialect, and if you listen to the music, it's bada bum 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 bada bum bum. It's very Arabic, and I love that. I mean, you want to get up and belly dance. It's wonderful. So I would love to hear you in Arabic. Could we have anything? Do we have anything?
No,
in
I
Arabic?
didn't put anything down in Arabic.
When you come back, we're going to play you in Arabic. No, because I'm not bullshitting. I really love Arabic music.
So you're coming here to play at the Lincoln Center. You excited about that? I mean, that's a big deal.
Yeah, very, very excited. And as I said, it
It is a big deal.
for a while. Yeah, well, so they say, and of course.
Oh no, Joe
I,
Blow from Kokomo ain't playing there for sure. You have to be good, or they no. You to play Lincoln, you have to be good. There's no two ways about it. It's a big.
Well, I
plus.
can't wait.
It's
I
a
can't wait.
gorgeous building.
In the
Oh
ch-
my God! Where do you see the building?
In the chat room, they're asking what kind of modern, like today, music do you like to listen to? Which I did mention that you guys that he covered like The Weeknd, which that's pretty modern. Do you listen to modern, like kind of like modern day music now?
Well, I kind of do and don't at the same time. I like to keep it. No, I'm only joking. It's that's the thing. When you make music, you forget to listen to music, which is a mistake, of course. But I kind of stay in maybe instrumentals and smooth jazz sometimes. Just when you're relaxing, when you're driving somewhere, you kind of are listening to jazz or something else. But I can't. I love good music. So a good song out there, whether it's pop or anything else, if it's a good song, you can't really fault it. So
Yes.
Okay, now let's make believe, just make believe that you're married. Now, what would your wife and children be like, do you think, if you were married?
what would they be like?
You tell me what your dream
I'd
wife
make beautiful babies, I would say.
Yes.
What do you have?
I
A
bet.
boy and a girl and girl. What do you got? No, not
No,
that
I
you
have a
have them. What is
I have
your
a little
dream
daughter.
child? One daughter,
Yeah.
and a wife. Is
Little
your wife?
daughter.
Is your wife? No, your dream wife that you don't have yet.
My,
But if you were to
my,
have, is Arabic.
my
You're
dream
single.
wife is English, actually.
Oh, English. Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. Is she pretty?
I'm sure she
She's
is.
very pretty.
I bet you. I bet.
Who picked up? Who,
That's why you're going to
I'll
have
let-
gorgeous children. Anglo and Arabic, gorgeous blood mix. Anytime you do black and white, you have beautiful
That's
children.
it.
I was married to a Dutch woman, and my daughter was first runner-up in Miss America, Miss New York State, Miss Long Island. My daughter is absolutely breathtakingly beautiful because of the mixed blood.
Actually, Goddess just
I
joined
agree
us.
with
Say
that.
hi. Say hi to Goddess real quick. She just joined us. They always
Who's that? Sorry, is it Gladys?
Goddess is someone in our
Gladys.
chat room. She's a good friend of ours. Just say hi to Goddess because we always
I think Goddess is Arabic somewhere. Goddess, don't
Wait,
you
wait.
have Arabic blood in
we
you?
always interact with our chat room and stuff.
Hi,
'cause they're
Goddess.
fabulous. There you go. She's up there now.
I thought
You
your
can see
name
her.
was Goddess. Is it actually your name?
That's just what we call
No,
her.
we call her the
Okay.
She looks,
That's a
Goddess,
wonderful name to have.
Yes.
Goddess, you look very Arabic. Are you? Do you have Arabic blood?
I'm not sure.
She's
if she
very
does or
exotic
not.
looking. You got to see this chick. Really beautiful girl. Very exotic. She looks like she could be a belly dancer.
Oh, we just
Our
watched the
friend,
belly dancer
our
movie the
friend
other-
Azi, she's she's Arabic.
No, she's not Arabic.
She's got Arabic blood. And she speaks Arabic.
Yeah,
she
speaks
was in
Arabic.
Arabia making a movie.
I forgot though. We love it though. So
Yeah.
let's do this because I want to get people. Omar, I also put in another song, "Windmills of Your Mind," and I love this song. What I want you to do is tell us a little bit about it, and then you're going to introduce it. And as soon as you say, "And here's the video for Windmills on Your
We'll
Mind" or
play it.
something like that, Roxy will play it. She'll know that's her cue to play it, and we'll play it for everybody. So tell us a little bit about it, and let's rock and roll with it.
Well, this song was kind of much earlier than Wee Small Hours, so you will notice maybe a different approach, a softer one. It was a song I did in an album I did with Sony, and I actually recorded that in LA. And in the video, you'll see me kind of traveling between, Origins, kind of midway through, and all the way to LA, between Jerusalem, London, and LA. And the arrangement is by the wonderful Dave Pearce from Canada, and you'll see some kind of, he tried to merge the Arabic influence as well as the Western feel. So it's a wonderful song. I hope you enjoy it. And
Hey, listen,
here we
one
go.
question, Omar, before we
Yeah,
go
tell
there.
me.
The trumpet player, what was his name? He was wonderful.
Quentin Collins. He's actually my musical director on the road.
He
So and he's
blows a
wonderful.
good horn.
So he's coming
He's
with
good.
you. He's coming with you then when you
Well,
come.
unfortunately, until November, Brits or anyone from Europe aren't allowed to travel into
into
the
the
US.
US,
So,
yeah,
so it's a bit tricky like that. But
Okay.
it
Is
is a
that, is, that,
change.
is that baloney still going?
Yeah, it's still going. All right,
Oh,
so
forget about it.
so Roxy, let's rock and roll, baby. It's Omar Kamal's "Windmills of Your Mind." Enjoy, everybody.
circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel, never ending or beginning on a never spinning reel, like a snowball down a mountain or a carnival balloon, like a carousel that's turning, running rings around the moon, like a clock whose hands are sweeping past the minutes of its face, and the world is like an apple whirling silently in space, like the circles that you find in the windmills of your mind. Like a tunnel that you follow to a tunnel of its own, down a hollow to a cavern where the sun has never shone, like a door that keeps revolving in a half-forgotten dream, or the ripples from a pebble someone tosses in a stream, like a clock whose hands are sweeping past the minutes of its face, and the world is like an apple whirling silently in space, like the circles that you find in the windmills of your mind. Keys that jingle in your pocket, words that jangle in your head. Why did summer go so quickly? Was it something that you said? Lovers walking along the shore, leaving footprints in the sand. Was the sound of distant drumming just the fingers of your hand? Pictures hanging in a hallway, or a fragment of a song. I've remembered names and faces, but to whom do they belong? When you knew that it was over, were you suddenly aware that the autumn leaves were turning to the color of her hair? Like a circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel, never ending or beginning on a never spinning reel, as the images unwind, like the circles that you find in the windmills of your mind.
I love that. The chat rooms loved it. I don't know if you saw Angela Joseph. It was like a Michael Bublé with a twist of Arabic, and that she thought it was fantastic.
I'm going to say something, and I'm going to suggest you do. Try out for Broadway. I think you could do Broadway beautifully. I think on a stage, on Broadway, in the right musical, you're going to be a smash hit. Really enjoy. Have you ever thought of doing Broadway?
Well, I actually haven't. No, and I can't say that I haven't dreamt about that world.
I mean, you're good looking.
I
mean, you're really good looking. I mean, movies too. You could do movies. Just don't limit yourself to singing. Go all the way. That's what we do today. Everybody's multi-talented today. Nobody just sticks in one thing. Because you may not hit it big in song, but you could hit it big in movie or Broadway, and then
all three of them.
And then the song, then you're a triple danger.
Absolutely. Well, let's see what all of this leads.
Shoot for the moon.
Yeah, let's see what it leads to, because I think it's fabulous.
think it's going to lead good. I think it's going to lead somewhere. We have over 5 million people now watching this show all over the world. Out of the 5 million, somebody's mother's going to call up the son and say, "Get this guy. He's good. Produce him. Put him in a show on Broadway because Ron Russell said so."
I love it. So I think too. Do you get comparisons to Michael Bublé? I mean, I am actually a big Michael Bublé fan. I don't think you sound
he
like
looks
him.
like Omar. He sounds like
I know,
Omar.
but that's not my question.
But don't answer that stupid question.
It's not a
because you've
stupid
asked it
question.
already.
He's in a genre where there's
No,
not a
he's
whole lot of
not.
people who he's in a genre singing beautiful music that there's only people only know like 5 people who do it. So you're entering
Well, how
a
about
terrific market.
Michael sings like him?
No, I didn't say he
No,
sings
but
like him.
Michael sounds like
I
you.
said if he's gonna, but if he's gotten any comparisons though, have you ever gotten comparisons for like a Michael Bublé type thing?
Of course, I mean, people do go to the next thing that crosses
What's
their
familiar?
mind.
Yeah, what's familiar to them?
Yeah, what's familiar. So it's absolutely fine. But I agree with Ron, and I love Michael Bublé. I love Frank Sinatra.
Oh, I do too.
But you've got to, exactly, and you've just got to, if you sound like someone else, that means it's
you're a
not coming
copy.
straight.
You're a copy.
Yeah, and it's not coming from the heart. It's
I
not coming
agree.
from where it should come from.
Listen.
So from now on, we're just gonna say, everybody, this is Omar.
Yeah, that's it. I would tell PR and the press and everybody lose the comparisons because I could say you're as gorgeous as Omar Sharif. Where the hell does that put you? You know what I mean? So cut it out. Get rid of this crap. You are Omar. Period. Don't even use your last name. Just say Omar. This way we know. We say, "Oh my God, Omar's playing. It's wonderful." Just don't compare you with the tent maker.
So you've played all.
Seriously, you are a unit of your own. Sound to me, and I know music. Listen, buddy, I'm 81 years old. I've been listening to music since 1945. Okay, with my sister's radio. I knew all the great singers of the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and today. And I can't compare you to any of them. Seriously, your voice is gravelly, it's sexy, it's manly, it's beautiful. You're different. I'm a fan. And Jimmy is also. And I know Eileen Shapiro is melting if she's listening.
I don't know if she's still there. She was.
If she's still there, she's melted.
You gotta love it.
I think all the women are melting because it's a sexy voice.
So let's go to this. So you've played all over the world. I want to bring one place up on purpose because I know Ron would love this.
What?
But you performed at the Great Pyramids of Giza. Is that how you pronounce it, Giza?
That's right.
How was that? Ron's totally into pyramids.
We were supposed to go for my 80th birthday to Egypt, and then this friggin' COVID came, and I was so pissed off. I'm dying to go to Egypt because I feel I've lived in Egypt thousands of years ago, that I was Egyptian. I mean, I know it sounds sicko, like a nut job, but I really do relate. When I watch them on television, all the documentaries about Egypt, I feel I've been there, I've done that, I'm familiar with it. You believe in that? Reincarnation?
Well, we have to, don't we? Otherwise, otherwise it doesn't make sense. But
yeah, I mean, I really feel like
I'm on it. But listen, I mean, performing in front of the pyramids was great, and in fact, I don't know if this is all, wacky stuff, but we all did feel the energy. There was something because the pyramid was right behind us, and there was something in the air. There was some, energy or whatever.
Where could we see this? Omar,
there's a song on YouTube.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna listen to it later.
And it's in Arabic as well. It's a beautiful arrangement.
Good. And I'll hear you.
All you guys have to do is Google Omar Kamal
I don't know
on
how
YouTube.
Just because I was gonna say.
Search for it on YouTube. Search for Omar Kamal.
Jimmy will find it for me. I'm not good at that.
I'll send it to you. How's that?
Oh, great. No, I want to see it. We have a television the size of our house. So I want to see it big on our gigantic screen.
So tell everybody, where are some of the other fabulous places that you've performed? Because I saw a whole bunch of press on your website, which, by the way, everybody is OmarKamalGlobal.com. And tell us some of the places that you've had the opportunity to perform.
Well, we've done London, we've done Dubai and Bahrain and Lebanon and Beirut. We've done the Beit Din festival, which is in the old ancient Beit Din palace. It's beautiful.
God, I'd love to be there. Can I be can I be your hairstylist or something and travel with you? You go to Dubai. I'm dying to go to Dubai. You go to all the places I want to go to. What was Dubai like, realistically?
Well, Dubai is pretty good. It's Dubai is Dubai.
Modern
It's kind of,
and way out. And the way they built that city.
That's it. It's very It's very classy and it's very glamorous and
Very expensive. Very expensive.
very expensive. But it's it's that place where you can find anyone and everyone. It's kind of a multinational city, and it's it's got a nice scene. I wouldn't say a massive music scene, but obviously you've got
Now,
the
did you
beautiful.
sing in Arabic or English?
It was both. Our show doesn't really change that much from place to place. We try and keep it.
I mean, they understood no, they don't understand English. They just know the music and they hear the voice.
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying. In Dubai, you get people from all over the world, and that is the community in Dubai.
So you knocked them dead, I bet. Did you knock them dead? Tell the
It
truth.
was beautiful. It was beautiful.
No, did you knock them dead? That's the question. Don't be modest. I bet you knocked them dead.
How do you well, we sold it out two years in a row.
When you sang in Arabic, they all stood up.
Absolutely.
I see that. I knew that. I'm not stupid. I knew that. I'm in the business 64 years, so I know what's good and I know what stinks. Of course, I'd never tell anybody they stink. I wouldn't hurt anyone's feelings.
But he wouldn't say anything.
I sort of I smile and I say, "Wow, that was really cool," But if you're good, I go out on a limb, because you're starting out a wonderful career, and if I could do something, or Jimmy could do something, or anyone to give you a push, you're damn right. I wanted a push when I started out in 1959. You wouldn't even know. I was 19 when I started in the business. I made a movie, and I wished I had somebody to push me and give me encouragement. And that's what I'm doing at my age. I'm giving back, and I really believe in you. And if you fail me, I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
That's
You're
why
going to be a star, Omar. Omar, the star. You know what, Omar? Maybe I can pull some strings and we could book you in Palm Springs. I got to see.
California, yeah.
When you come to California, there's a wonderful nightclub here called
The Purple Room.
The Purple Room. Everybody plays there. That's big.
Right.
And but they book like 1,000 years in advance. That's the problem. So let me see what I could do. Maybe we can book you in the Purple Room, and then we can all go and hear you live here. And it's a lovely room. You'll like the room. It's very elegant and very expensive. It's not It's not cheap getting in that nightclub.
So do you get nervous and what's the biggest group of people that you perform for?
I think that would be either we did the Roman Theatre in Jordan, and that was about 4,000 people.
Wow.
And the Beirut one, the one in Lebanon, the Betadine Palace, was about the same number. So 3,000 to 4,000 people is kind of about the biggest. But I mean, it's different to different people. But whether it's 100 people in a room or 4,000, you've got to do the same thing pretty much.
Do you get nervous or are you excited? Do you get nervous beforehand, or are you just like, oh my God, I can't wait to get there?
He's a pro.
You just get you get the energy from a bigger audience, and then
yes,
you you give them maybe a different feel from an intimate one, but it's and then you can't sleep for 2 nights.
Yes, but
because
it's
of
fabulous.
the adrenaline.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
fabulous.
I know what that feels like.
I love it. So, okay, so you guys, this is Omar. His Instagram is Insta Omar Kamal. His website is omarkamalglobal.com. Are you on any other social media?
Well, is it just Instagram? I'm not a big social media guy. I regret to say that, but I'm, Instagram, Facebook, and the main ones, I would say.
Okay. Are you on Twitter? I don't know if I saw you on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't use Twitter that much, but mainly Facebook and Instagram.
Facebook and Instagram, you guys. So you can find him. You can go to his website. So tell us a little bit about Lincoln Center. How excited are you, and what do people expect from your show?
So this is, like I said to begin with, it's a debut show that's got to present what I do, the voice. In a kind of stripped down version. There's no orchestra. It's a nice core group of jazz musicians. So it's got to focus on
good. That jazz
on the heart and soul.
Fabulous. I love that. Are you kidding? A jazz combo and you? I wish I was in. You
So what's
gotta
your
you gotta
interest?
come to California because I can't. We're going to New York in December. You're gonna be there in December.
In December in New York. Well, we are recording an album in New York as well, so I might be back soon after. So you know.
Well, tell your
knows?
agent to book you somewhere so we can see you.
I will.
I don't get excited too often. You know what it is? I hate rap. I hate the music of today. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm so lonely for your voice and your music. I sound like a pathetic old man, but I am a pathetic old man when it comes to music. I miss my music. I miss my Frank Sinatra, Vaughn Monroe, Peggy Lee, Dean Martin, all the great singers of my era. And now here you are, a young fella, and you're coming into my world. You're bringing me back to what I love. So how could I not be grateful? How could I not want to say, "Hey, Omar, you got to be a hit," or "I'm gonna punch you one"? You know, you got to be a hit because you're bringing back music that made sense, music of quality, music of beauty, music to fall in love with. By, I mean, I think
Well,
what you're
that makes two of us, and maybe only two. But
what you're doing is sensational. Now, for everything I just said, you owe me. And you owe me "You're Wonderful." You have to record that and sing "You're Wonderful." It's one of my
two
Yours is
marvelous
for
words.
words. He
it's my
loves that.
favorite. It's my
It's a
favorite
beautiful
song.
song.
You want to know why it's my favorite song? I knew Lauren Bacall. Do you know who Lauren Bacall is? Humphrey Bogart's wife? No.
I'm not familiar now.
Okay, Lauren Bacall is a very, 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 very famous American actress.
Was. Yes.
Was. She's passed now. She and her husband, Humphrey Bogart made a movie. And in the movie, Lauren Bacall sang "Too Wonderful." So when I met her, I asked her, "Would you do me a favor and just sing a couple of bars?" And she did. So that song has a double meaning. One, I love it, and one, it reminds me of the famous Lauren Bacall. I mean, she's ultra famous all over the world.
I like
So it's a beautiful song, and you know what? You'll get women saying, "I wish."
Yeah, so okay, so he told you his favorite. My favorite is My Funny Valentine.
Right.
I freaking love
is
My
it?
Funny Valentine. It's like my favorite. I have like
which one?
I like all of them. I mean,
No,
what,
I my version
Well-
I love is what's her name's? The one
Chet
that I sing
Baker.
to.
oh, Josephine Baker.
No, not at all.
Believe it or not, I hadn't really heard the song until I saw Constantine Maroulis do it on American Idol. Okay, so there was a very modern take on it, but it was
Right.
very croonery and everything. But I have probably 30 different versions of the song on my phone because like every time anybody does it,
You
I
should-
basically like put it there because I just love it so much.
You should try the Chet Baker one.
Okay,
It's very simple, but
The best one I like is the one I can't. She's a rock star woman group. She remember I played all the time. I played it in our other house.
I don't know.
I
who did
sang
it.
to it.
I know you sang to it, but I don't know.
You know
it
who she
was.
is. She's famous. Like she's not a crooner. She's a rock person who sang
It's
this
the
song.
R&B. It was an R&B person. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Anyway, it's a wonderful rendition.
Oh, in the chat room, they're saying they like "Send in the Clowns." That one's okay.
Well,
Nah, that,
yeah, that's
nah,
a good song.
that's a little too frivolous for me.
Well, if there's one song that I absolutely must sing in New York, what would that be? And it can't be New York, obviously.
No, don't sing New York. New York.
Autumn in New York.
Mm.
Who is it? You gotta tell him who sings it because he's not gonna know by you. Singing it.
Autumn in New York.
Autumn in New York is the name of the
Well,
song.
Sinatra did it as well.
Who sings it?
Back in my
A
day?
lot of them.
Oh, okay, he knows it. Okay.
No, back in my day, Patty Page sang it. Patty Page was.
It's great American songbook, isn't it? So there'll be.
Oh yeah,
be a few that did it.
Autumn in New York is a beautiful song. It's the melody is good. It gives a singer.
Gotta says Billie Holiday sang it. Autumn in New York.
I don't think Billie ever sang. it.
Mm.
If she did, I missed it because I know everything Billie Holiday sang.
And it's funny because Dave Hughes is saying Alice Freddenham, which she was on the UK's Got Talent or whatever, and she sang. I think she actually sang My Funny Valentine on her audition on there. Got like 100 million views. Do you know who Alice Freddenham is? She's a British singer. She's British.
Right.
I just remember the name from like
do you know
America's
who, do you know who Peggy Lee is?
Yeah, of course.
Peggy Lee. She sang Valentine.
That's his favorite. Peggy
Yeah.
Lee
Oh, I
and,
love
and
Pe-
Johnny Mathis.
Yeah, I could have met Peggy. A friend of mine was friends with her, and we're driving by Peggy's house. Peggy had just passed away, and my friend Beryl turned around and she said, "Oh, this is Peggy Lee's house." I said, "Oh my God, I would love to have met her." And Beryl said, "Oh, I would have brought you over for lunch, and she would have loved you, Ron." I wanted to kick her right in the head, but I couldn't. The dream of my life, Johnny Mathis. I've met a few times, and he's an angel of a man.
You have to look him up.
He's a wonderful black
will,
fella.
yeah.
He's a black singer. He's gorgeous. He's wonderful. He's charming. He's shy. You know, I'm going to be saying
How do you spell that? I'm gonna leave
Johnny
it here.
M-H.
JOHNNYMATHIS.
Right. And listen to his
ATH.
albums. I mean,
They say that Johnny
You know,
Mathis.
funny enough, I do know him, and I think he did Love Never Felt So Good years and years ago, and this is why
you
I know
also
him.
did. It's wonderful, wonderful, oh, so
Chances are is
wonderful,
his
my
song.
love.
Everybody knows Chances
The
Are.
world is full of dee da 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 da. Wonderful was the first song he made that made him famous. Then Chances Are came. Wonderful. I was 16 years old, and I was at a friend's house with a bunch of girls and guys, and Johnny came on the television singing Wonderful, and we all went nuts. And that was 1956.
He also did an album of covers of like great covers, like 80s songs or whatever. That
And
was
you know
really
what
good.
album you're gonna love, Omar? Open Fire
Tell me.
with Open Fire with two guitars. Johnny sings to guitars. Unbelievable. Oh my! And he does Valentine. You know, he sings it with just a guitar backup. What that is like.
I
You
like
can't
loved it.
bluff. See, today anybody can sing, and I don't mean you. I mean those jerks that yell. They put it through a system, and it comes out sounding like wonderful. Johnny sang with an open, clean mic, and when you heard his voice, it was pure. He's brilliant. You will love him. Next time I talk to you, you're going to have heard him, and you're going to agree with me. That's somebody
Absolutely.
to admire, and he's got a
So-
lot of songs that you could do. Because your voice and his voice is softer and velvet. Your voice is like his voice, but rough and gravelly, and I love that.
So you guys, this is Omar Kamal. He's going to be in America. He's going to be recording a new album. If you are in New York, you want to see him live at Jazz at the Lincoln Center in the Appel Room Monday, October 18th at 7 p.m.
Absolutely,
you
folks.
can
Go. Don't miss
Go
this
to
guy.
OmarKamalGlobal.com. Follow him on Instagram. Buy his other two albums. Actually, don't buy. Which albums do you
Don't buy
still
his
get?
album.
Well, download or stream his music, you guys, on Spotify. I was gonna say, like, if they want to buy like an album, buy one that you still get royalties from. I don't know if you get royalties from both of them or not, but anyway,
No,
stream his music.
If you're
you guys.
listening, we're happy.
Yeah, there you go. So stream him on Spotify. We'll let you know when the new album comes out or new single or whatever he's got going. We want to thank you for coming on the show. The chat room absolutely loves you. They're all saying break a leg, best wishes. I
thanks,
love
everyone.
and things like that. So we
And
wish
I
you the
want to
best.
say, Omar, thank you for that song. It brought me back in time. I enjoyed it. Almost got tears in my eyes talking about it because it was an era that is gone, and it's a shame it's gone because it was such a beautiful time to be alive on this world. Believe me. Thank you for
That's
doing
true.
all of this.
Well, thank you, and I look forward to meeting you both.
I look forward to
Yeah.
meeting you also, definitely.
It'll definitely
and
happen.
we will.
So
We will.
thank
Omar.
you so much, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank
Bye-bye,
you. Thank you,
Omar.
everyone.
Good
All
luck.
the best.
Bye-bye.
Stay healthy. Stay safe.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Thank
And everybody
you.
in the chat room
Bye-bye.
loved
Bye,
it
Mike.
too. Hey, you guys. So that was
What
fabulous.
a nice fella. He's
That-
really a nice guy. And the guy can sing. I mean, he's no bullshit. He's got a good voice.
He sure does.
Oh, no, he sings good.
So you guys, we're going to take another music break real quick because we're going to have our next guest coming on in a minute. The dogs are kind of going crazy outside, but Ryan Casada, a very great person that we played the song last week for. He's like super cool. He has a brand new music video. It just came out like 2 days ago or something, 3 days ago. It's called Hometown Hero. I think you guys are going to like it a lot. And
What's his last name?
Casada,
Oh, I love him. You know why?
because that's a cake.
Casada is my favorite cake.
There you go.
Italian cake is called casada. I wonder
They
if
want to know what you're drinking.
I'm drinking straight vodka, gin, rum with a little splash of
Actually, it's Diet
Wine.
Diet Dr Pepper and lemonade
and
mixed
I
together.
threw some cocaine in there with some marijuana, and it's a good drink.
It's
No, I'm
disgusting.
drinking.
It's Dr. Pepper and lemonade mixed together.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper and lemonade mixed together.
Yuck.
It's a don't go yuck. Have you ever tasted it?
No, but it sounds
Homo,
terrible.
taste
I don't
it.
want it. I don't want to
Oh,
get sick.
You want to get sick?
All right, everybody. So this is Ryan.
Such a sissy Mary.
This is
Oh.
Ryan Casada, hometown hero. You guys enjoy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. My aunt invited me to this thing. Yeah, I'm going in. I mean, my uncle's still super transphobic, though, you know, so it's going to be awkward, like, uncomfortable. But, yeah, I mean, hopefully nothing weird will happen today. Yeah, but whatever. Yeah.
I could be your hometown. Yeah, I could be your hometown. I could be your hometown. Yeah. I was just trying to stay living. Treat me just like I've been sinning. She's just a little bit different. I'm just a little bit different. That's what you tell them in church, no. Never saw you at the home show. I won't take it personal. You could've sent a card, though. God serving up as my witness. I'm serving up forgiveness. Y'all could just keep staying distant. I'm in a chokehold resistant. I could be your hometown hero for a minute. You don't even know the city that I live in. I could be your hometown hero for a minute. But you could turn your head still. It's every time I go back though. I never see you at the home show. It might still be a phase though. Won't change my name in your cell phone. You can cut the small talk. How you been? Where you living? You could cut the small talk. Act like I'm not a musician. Act like no words were written. Act like you're such a good Christian. Act like you heard the rhythm. Act like you know my mission. Act like love's your religion. Act like there's no division. Yeah. That's what you tell them in church, no. I never saw you at my home show. I won't take it personal. You could've sent a card, though. I could be your hometown hero for a minute. You don't even know the city that I live in. I could be your hometown hero for a minute. Or you could turn your head still. You could turn your head still. You could turn your head still. Yeah. You could turn your head still.
Hey ho, that was Ryan Casada, everybody. He's actually going to be performing in New York Friday and Saturday, I think. Eileen's going to see him, or tomorrow and Friday, I'm not sure, but very, very cool. And
He has a good voice too.
yes,
And I like his music.
yes,
It's good music.
We played Guardrail last week. That's like my favorite of all of them. It's a
This is
fabulous
music
song.
for the young people. You know, all the young people love this kind of music. Older people like me, you know, we tend to be more the Frank Sinatra, Johnny Mathis. But for today's music, he's really probably one of the better ones.
Yeah, he's very, very good.
Very good singer. And I like his song. It's cute.
So what's up, chat room? I hope everybody's doing well. We want to thank everybody for tuning in all the time. I don't know if we actually said hi to Dave when he came in, but we're saying hi to Dave now. And got us, and I don't know, a whole bunch of people came in. The chat room's been going by kind of fast, so hard for me to keep track. What are you doing to his hair?
I'm making him look like a rock star.
He is so cute. You gotta love it. So
That's my dog.
absolutely. Yeah, he's cute. He's good. Anyway, now everybody's saying hi to Dave. What's up, Teresa Saban? How are you? Thanks for all you do. You're fabulous. We love you. I think that our next guest is going to come on. Her name is Alexis Hunter, and she's got a very cool and unique
His
story.
name?
No, it's a she.
Oh, who was the girl? Who was the boy that was just on?
That was Ryan Casada.
Oh,
He's not coming on.
Oh, that's
though.
Casada Cake.
Yeah, that was Casada Cake.
Oh, okay.
But then now we have another guest coming on, and her name is Alexis Hunter, and
Okay,
she's the one
Alexis Hunter.
She wrote the book.
She wrote the book that I'm about to read. That's on my desk. I went through it and I looked at pictures and I read a couple of minutes of it. It's going to be a good book. It's going to be in
It's
my.
been out because she actually sent this to us a year ago.
She did.
Yep.
How come we just got it?
We
Mail is
didn't.
very slow.
No, I've had it in my office.
So why didn't you give it to me?
Because
I would have read it on the plane going to New York. I asked you if we had any good books.
I forgot.
I would have read this thing on the friggin' plane going to New York.
I forgot that we had it.
That's going to be
And
dishy.
then-
I'm going to know everybody in that book because
Yeah,
it's
you're
all,
going to know a lot of
it's
stuff.
all in my time zone.
And then the reason I remembered it is she was on Wendy's show, and Wendy is the one who introduced me to her.
Oh, wow.
And Wendy said,
yeah.
"Oh, you know what happened with Alexis Hunter?" And I said, "I just forgot." And so then as soon as I did that, I scheduled her
I
to
would have
come on.
definitely, that book looks so juicy and good. I can't wait to read it.
But you guys will see it. We'll show it to you now too, though. It's called Joy Lansing.
Wait, yeah.
Joy,
Joy Lansing was an
A
actress
Body to Die For.
in the 1950s. She played in Superman.
there you go. Look at that.
She
Fucking
played
Roxy's
on. She
awesome.
played on Superman television series. She was in all kinds of TV stuff. I think she was far more famous for television than she was for film.
Yeah, she was in Petticoat Junction.
Every time they needed a really gorgeous, sexy blonde, call Joy Lansing. If Barbara, oh my God, my friend too. I made a movie with her. I forgot her name.
Barbara Lux.
No, Barbara Lux was interior designer.
I don't know.
She was far from sexy. Oh my God, this is terrible.
Anyway, we're gonna bring her in, but we can talk about it because I have them all written down. You guys, she was in the Beverly Hillbillies, The Mothers-in-Law, Petticoat Junction, The
Everything.
Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, Klondike, The Untouchables, Bat Masterson, The Bob Cummings Show, Perry Mason, The Adventures of Superman. There's more. I just wrote those down because I had heard of them. But anyway, we're gonna bring in Alexis now, and then everybody gets to talk to her and see her.
Hey, hi guys.
Hey,
Alexis.
hello. How are you?
Finally, I get to say hi to you guys.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm so pissed off that he didn't give me that friggin' book to read on the plane.
Oh.
I can't stand flying. It's boring. I hate it. I watch the airplane fly in the front seat, where we are from minute to minute, and I go nuts. I would have read that book from cover to cover the whole flight. It looks juicy. It
Hold on, let's
looks
introduce
sexy.
her. Let's introduce
It
her
looks
first.
dishy. I cannot wait to get into that book, my sweet.
Oh,
Oh,
thanks
yeah.
so much, Ron.
Oh, no, I'm
Thanks.
telling you the truth. Joy Lansing was the girl that we were all like 8, 9, and 10 years old when she would be on Superman, and all the guys would masturbate the minute she was on. No, really, she was my neighborhood. Joy Lansing was all the young fellas fantasized having sex with
Oh,
her.
sure.
They'd all whack off.
So hold on. We got to introduce her. All right, everybody. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Amongst other things, and besides being a super cool lady, she's also an author, and her name is Alexis Hunter. Hello, and welcome to the show.
Thanks, Jimmy. Hi, how are you?
You already kind of
Hi,
know
Ron.
Ron.
Yeah,
Hi,
this-
Ron.
This book has got to fly. I'm
And
telling you.
And then hold on, we have a chat room full of people, so say hi to everybody in the
Hi,
chat room.
everybody. Hi.
There you go. And Teresa Sabin, say hi to Teresa Sabin.
Hi, Teresa.
She said she's already heard your story because she watched you on Wendy's show, and that it's
Oh,
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, but you know what I find fascinating is, I've been around in Hollywood since forever, and I know so many of these gorgeous femme fatales who are lesbians. And of course, nobody would ever believe it or dream
No.
that certain, like Marilyn Monroe, was a lesbian as well as a heterosexual. She was back and forth. But Marilyn had many encounters with women.
Hmm.
Of course, people say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You're full of shit. Oh, you're making that up. Well, yeah, believe what you want. I know better. But Joy Lansing is absolutely stunningly gorgeous. My
Oh,
God,
she-
was she
She
beautiful.
was so gorgeous, Ron. Even
I
more
know.
beautiful. Yeah, even more beautiful in person. And the thing about Monroe, Marilyn asked Joy to go to Palm Springs with her.
Sure, she
So,
knows how to. She knows.
Yeah,
She
and
she,
Joy
she knows
chickened
what
out.
rugs. She knows what rug to eat.
Oh my God.
I can't help. I'm just a dirty
Oh.
old man. But seriously,
So hang on, because before we talk about it, I want
What do you
Alexis,
want?
I want her to explain the story a little bit because I got all
we're going to
confused.
unfold it little by little.
No, hang on.
No, we're going to tease it out.
So originally, I was introduced to Alexis as Alexis, but I was also introduced to her as Rachel Lansing, and I didn't really understand the whole thing at all.
Do we care about this? No.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't. We
Yes.
want to hear her talk about
She's
it.
going to talk about it,
Well,
but
then shut up.
tell her, how did the Rachel Lansing come about? That's my whole point.
Okay. When I was with Joy, I had, we had to be on the down low.
Wait, hang on. There's a lot of straight, stupid people out there. When
Yeah.
you were with Joy, when you were sexually involved romantically with
Yes.
Joy Lansing, you were her partner.
Yes, I was.
Before gay marriage. Before gay marriage.
Before gay marriage, had to be very discreet. It would have destroyed Joy's career at the time. So one day we went to see her friend Joey Bishop, and Joy said, you look like a Rachel. So from that point on, I was Joy's baby sister, Rachel Lansing. So that's
Right.
where the Rachel Lansing came from.
Right. So you're family, right?
Not
Right?
really. Oh,
You're not with me. You're gay, right?
Oh, yes.
Well,
Absolutely.
He means we're family.
Jimmy's gay. I'm not. I just let him go down on me every now and then. Remember years ago the word gay trade? They don't know that. They don't use that anymore. So we gay people are happy people, in spite of what people think we kill ourselves and commit suicide. Look at you. You had the pleasure to have Joy Lansing in your life.
Yes,
My
I did.
God, that had to be a thrill a minute.
She was one of the most wonderful, sweetest, kindest people on the planet. Just very, very dear. And by the way, she was straight most of her life. And it just happened with us. The old love is love, and we just connected on so many different levels, and it just happened.
I like loving.
See,
She
and I
died very young,
agree
too.
with you. Because people say to me, Ron, you're bisexual because you were married and you have children. I say, no, I fall in love with the person, not the gender.
Exactly.
People don't get that.
Yeah,
I'm with
that's what
Jimmy.
happened with-
I'm married to Jimmy only because I love him. I didn't marry him because he was a man. I married him because he is who he is.
Exactly.
And tomorrow I could marry a woman but I'm too old now to get married to anybody. And I'm happy with Jimmy. But I understand what you're saying, and not too many do.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it just happened.
It just happens. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it just happened. And probably if I weren't in her life, she would have been with men. Because she'd been with men all of her life.
Well, I know a very famous. I will tell you in private who she is. She was a young star in the 60s, a white blonde with very short hair, and it's sort of like mine. You know who I'm talking about, maybe.
Yeah.
And she was a gay girl.
Mm-hmm.
And she went out with my very good friend, who was a gay girl also. We were kids at the time. We were all comparable in age.
Yeah.
And she said that she just had it with men. She said, I'm so sick of like them grabbing me and wanting me to do them and shit. She said, now that I'm with your friend, she's so delicious and lovely and soft and gentle. And she loves me, not just my body. And I'm sure Joy Lansing found that with you, that the men had abused. Marilyn Monroe, like Tony Curtis said to me, Marilyn was on her knees all the time.
Yeah.
Right?
I heard that.
Marilyn banged everybody there was. She didn't give a shit. To her, that's why she was numb. I mean, her box was numb. She didn't feel anything. So when she went with the women, she felt loved, caressed, cared for. Gentleness, lallacious loving is different than bang, bang, baby. Did you love it? Did you love it? Ugh.
Yeah. So it worked. Joy was very happy.
I like.
So how long were you together?
We were together almost 4 years.
That's good. And then she passed away very young.
And then she passed away. Yeah.
What a shame.
43, I think I read.
What did she pass from?
Cancer. Breast cancer.
That damn breast cancer.
Yeah.
Takes so many people.
So awful.
So many people.
So while you were with her, you probably had opportunities to like hang out and meet some very cool people. You told me on the phone or in a message something that you had actually met Jane Russell before.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ron, I wanted to ask you, did you ever hang out at the Queen Mary in the Valley? Drag bar?
The Queen Mary. You know what?
it was.
Oh, sure I did. Sure I
Well,
did.
that's
You know,
why.
wait,
That's why.
Winters was my good friend.
Yeah.
Not Dana, was it? Oh God, her last name was Winters. I forgot her first name. She's the one that died in the airplane crash with the Sunshine Group when they were
Oh
coming
wow.
back from Las Vegas.
Oh my
About
God.
7 of them. Yeah, the jet went upside
That's so
down and
awful.
hit a mountain.
So
Her name
awful.
was something Winters. She was gorgeous. Yeah, the
Well,
Queen on Ventura
yeah,
Boulevard, the
yeah, it
Queen
was
Mary.
a great
Yeah.
place. Remember Saji? It was a wonderful, wonderful
I
place.
never. Yeah, I don't remember.
Well, that's where I met Jane Russell.
Jane was at the Queen Mary.
Yeah, she
What
was
the
in
hell
there
was she doing there?
checking things out. I guess I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
Jane and I were brother and sister. We
Oh,
were the best of friends for many years. We
how
slept in
wonderful!
each other's houses. We hung out. We went out together.
Yeah.
We went to premieres together. I cooked for her. I
Oh,
mean, Jane was my mother, my sister, my best friend, and my lover.
oh, how
And we never had
fabulous!
sex, of course. But I love Jane. I miss her all
Great
the time.
lady,
Oh,
absolutely. Great
she was
lady.
a straight to the shoulder chick. No
Yeah,
bullshit with Jane.
yeah, super person.
And gorgeous. Even at
Yeah,
89, when
gorgeous.
she passed away, she was
Yeah,
stunningly beautiful.
yeah.
Who
No,
are some of the people that you got to meet, though? Who are some of the other
Oh
people
my
that
God.
you got to meet?
I got to meet James Brown. Uh, uh, oh my God.
You always have a
Anthony
brain
Newley.
fart when people
Yeah,
ask you.
yeah. No. Anthony Newley. Um, Elvis. Priscilla Presley.
Oh,
Della
wow, you
Reese.
got to meet Della Reese. That's cool.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I knew
You met
Della.
Della Reese.
Yeah, Della and I flew from, I believe it was LA to New York on the red eye,
Yeah.
and we spoke the whole time. And she said to me, "You know what? Here we are bitching about how long it's taking to get to New York. Just think of the people that crossed this country in covered wagons."
Yeah, absolutely.
I never forgot that. That's what Della told me.
Yeah.
Della was a wonderful, loving, sweet woman. When we landed, we became very good friends.
Well, that's very cool.
We sat next to each other on the flight. Mhm.
Yeah. No, I met so many amazing people. Of course, I can't remember at the moment.
Me neither.
It was
Like,
great.
people say to me,
Yeah.
who did you interview? And I say, well, Betty
uh,
Davis, Jane Russell, Cliff Robertson, Laura
Yeah.
Bacall, and then I go blank. Jeb Hunter, and I keep going and going. It's hard to remember everybody.
Oh, sure.
So I
Steve Lawrence. I remembered Steve Lawrence, Edie Gourmet. I mean, all the wonderful performers.
Edie, I brushed
Yeah.
shoulders with at a
Yeah.
party, but never really
Yeah.
got to meet her.
Yeah.
So,
Just super neat people.
so I wrote down. So some of the
That
people
was my era,
that-
you and I, the
Yeah.
same, except you're not my age. I'm 81 years old. You're way younger.
I'm a little bit younger, not much.
You're kidding me.
you look
You
fabulous.
look great. You
Oh,
look
She
God,
great.
lives. She
thank
lives
you.
here.
Where do you
Hello,
live?
guys. Thank you.
You live
She
in,
lives
in
here.
Palm
I
Springs?
live here. Yeah.
Oh, well, get your ass over here, honey.
Yeah, I would love to see you
Oh,
guys.
yeah. I'm gonna have
Lunch.
a dinner. I'm having a dinner party in November,
I would
and,
love it.
and I'm inviting you. Everybody's gonna be everybody.
Thank you, honey. I would love
Ruta,
it.
you know Ruta Lee?
I know Ruta very well.
Yeah. Well, Ruta's coming also. A bunch
She's
of people.
wonderful.
I love
Great
Ruta.
lady. Really great lady.
Oh yeah, so you're a buddy already. So
Yeah.
that's it.
So you guys, some of the people Joy Lansing worked with, I wrote it down because I knew who all of them
Everybody.
were.
Joy
Frank
Lansing.
Sinatra, Deborah Kerr, Dean Martin, Cesar Romero, Tony Curtis, Janet Leigh, James Whitmore, Barbara Nichols, Eleanor Parker, Edward G. Robinson, Thelma Ritter. I wrote those ones down on purpose because I knew who all of them
I knew
were.
Thelma Ritter. I knew Eleanor Parker. Of course,
Wow.
Tony Curtis was my buddy.
Wow.
Who else?
I like Level. Those are the ones I wrote. And some of the shows you guys could have seen her in, besides the TV shows, she was in Bigfoot, which I actually saw because that was like the
Did you
1970s.
really?
That's like I'm a horror guy, so that's
How
like
could you
1970.
sit through that thing? That was the worst film
I
ever
know, but
made.
I just like shitty horror movies. I mean,
It
Ron's
was,
in
well, that was
Ron's in a ton of them, and I see all
Shut
of those.
Up. I'm in a ton of them.
that was it. That was a terrible film.
I'm in
He'll-
a couple.
wait,
no,
wait.
wait, I have to rectify that because 3 of
Yes.
them are out right now, and we don't want to hurt sales.
Of
The
course
3
not.
that are out right now happen to be 3 of my best movies. Don't you dare go any further, Jimmy.
They're fun. They're a lot of fun.
They'll never hire me again.
They're a lot
you
of
know?
fun. She was
No.
also in Hillbillies in a Haunted House, Marriage
Yes.
on the Rocks. Who was that lady? The Atomic Submarine in television. She was in a bunch more. I just picked the ones that
But
I
we
like.
remember her
liked.
from TV's Superman. When
Yeah, oh,
Joy
yeah, she was
Lansing
in
was on Superman in color, she was dynamite.
Wasn't
oh my
she
God.
great? She was
When
Mrs. Superman. in that segment. Yeah, and in fact,
I wasn't
they
she on
were
a couple of times.
only once, but they were going to have her in the next season, and unfortunately, he died.
Right.
Yeah.
That stinks.
But she was on. I remember her on Perry
Yeah,
Mason.
she was on Perry Mason.
She was on everything. She
And
was on,
Lucy, yeah.
on television. She always
So what was
played.
Bat Masterson? What is Bat Masterson? That sounds like
That
a
was a
superhero.
that
that
was
was
a
a
western.
cool
A
show.
western.
Oh, that's a western.
Bat
Okay.
Masterson
Yeah, it was
was a
like
western.
Maverick, Maverick and Bat Masterson.
The one,
Really cool.
the name I couldn't get before was my buddy Barbara Nichols.
Oh
who
yeah,
I love Barbara so much, and if they couldn't get Barbara, they got Joy.
yeah.
Of course, they both were these glamour dames of the period.
Mhm.
Tomatoes, gun malls, the girlfriend of the bad guy, all that stuff, which was wonderful.
Sure.
And when you saw Joy Lansing, you knew that the camera, she always wore her hair one side behind the ear and one on
Yeah,
the face.
sure.
And you always knew that 3/4 profile was coming. And that body, those bazooms, she had big boobs and they were real. They didn't have bags in those days.
No, they weren't real.
They
No.
were bags? Oh, silicone.
No, silicone injections. That's what helped kill her.
Oh, that's what did it.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's
Oh, yes.
terrible.
Oh, yes. You know how many people I know? We knew a very famous drag queen called Candy Darling.
Mhm.
Candy Darling was far more beautiful than any woman you ever want to see in your life. And it was the Manhattan Center Ball that we were all going to. And she went and had her boobs shot up with silicone. When she went to the ball, she had on a sequin long skirt with a slit and a white fur stole.
Mhm.
When the paparazzi got her, she opened the stole and there were 2 breasts. We had never seen breasts on a guy in our lives.
Oh my God.
God, we were fainting. They went nuts. The paparazzi. Well, guess what she died from? Breast cancer.
Of course. I
And he
mean,
was a guy.
yeah. Well, the thing is, that's one of the reasons why I wrote the book. I want to stop the use of silicone.
They don't
It's
use
still-
it anymore. I think it's
Yes, they
outlawed.
are. Yes,
They're
they
still
are. Ron.
using the bags,
Yes.
silicone bags.
No, they're using the injections too.
Oh, you gotta
Look
be
at all
nuts.
the women now with the big butts. That's a lot of them. It's silicone, and
Well,
they're
it tur-
still
it tur-
doing it in their breasts and their
That's
face.
terrible.
It turns cancerous.
Yeah, it can
You
kill
can't
you.
put silicone in your body.
I know. I had one injection when I was a kid. When I was with Joy, I had one injection in each breast, and within a few years, I lost my breasts.
Are you
Thanks to that
kidding?
stuff. No, I'm serious.
Terrible.
It was awful, just awful. In
Well,
fact,
good for you that you did this book.
oh yeah, no, this is to stop it, honey. This is to stop. Joy died. That's
I-
why the title of the book, "A Body to Die For."
Oh, I
She
didn't
wanted
get
to
it
write-
that way. I got
Yeah.
I didn't get it that way either.
no, I got a body that men should die for.
Hey, Roxy, put the picture up of the book again, real quick, please.
I'm shocked at this. I didn't know I thought it was outlawed. You couldn't shoot silicone.
Well,
into a body.
it was never legal.
Thank you, Roxy. There you go, you guys. So there's the cover of the book, you guys. So first of all, let's tell people like
And those boobs never felt good. The silicone boobs were hard as rocks.
Teresa said she thinks they're using it for breast replacement for cancer.
Well, it's only going to give more
It's only
cancer.
gonna
That's
give
very
more. That's
stupid.
terrible.
No,
I know.
they're doing it in implants now. Doctors are using implants,
Oh, bags.
not silicone injections. It's
Right.
illegal. It's
Yeah.
illegal.
It's like you when you get you want to preserve corn or something, you put it in the refrigerator, you put it in a Ziploc bag. Well, that's what these are, Ziploc bags with silicone inside,
Right.
or saline
Oh,
water.
and they leak a lot, though, don't we?
They
Always hear
do
people
leak.
who say they
Yes,
leak.
I had a
Some people
rel-
have problems. Yeah.
So tell people first of all where
now
it
they
is.
use saline
the-
water in the bag.
The book is available on Amazon and where else?
Barnes and Noble, and your local bookstore can order it if they don't have
And
it.
how much is it?
The soft cover is $24.95. The
That's a
hardcover
good
is
read.
$34. It's
That's a-
also an audio book and an ebook.
Okay.
Did you narrate it?
No,
Okay.
no.
What about
who
what about
narrate- who,
wait.
who narrated it?
A woman by the name of Daniela Accitelli.
Okay.
What about Joy Lansing, a body to die for.com? Is that an actual website?
Not yet.
Okay.
We're
I know it's on
working
it's on the back of the book is why I'm
Yeah,
asking.
we're working
know,
on it.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I
It's
don't want
on-
to. I
yeah.
don't want to spoil the book. I don't even. I should ask you. Don't even
What?
ask this.
No, ask
Well,
me.
no, don't even answer. I don't want to ruin the book. How did you meet Joy? I want to read it. I don't want to know.
Okay.
No, tell us so we want to know.
No, but you're going to spoil the book.
That's only
No, it
gonna be
doesn't
like
spoil it. Ron, it
doesn't.
doesn't spoil it. Yeah, I met her on Bigfoot. I was
Oh,
Where?
that's the
Where'd
funny
she
part.
meet her?
she met her on the movie that she told me is the terrible movie Bigfoot.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my big starring role. I was one of the Bigfoot monsters.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, no, I got the gig. A friend of mine, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Alicia Brevard. She was one of the first transgender people.
No, I thought what's the name was the one from my day. You know who I'm talking about, the famous one that went to Denmark.
Oh yeah, well,
What the hell was her name?
She had surgery here by the same doctor. Amazing, wonderful, wonderful. Alicia was a wonderful person, and she had the gig as a monster on Bigfoot. And she called me and she says, "I can't stand this frigging monkey suit. One more day. Do you want the gig?" And I said, "Of course I do." Yeah, that was going to be my big break. And so I took it. And there I am, you guys. I'm there sitting in makeup. And it was such a low budget film. It was a terrible, terrible film. And they're sitting there and I'm in this monkey suit, fake fur, right? And they're gluing hair on my face and hair on my hands and like spray paint and plastic fangs and all this crap.
You were so flammable.
Oh God. And in walks this vision of magnificence. Joy walked in. I didn't know she was in the film, and I'd always had a crush on her when I was a kid, watching her on the Bob Cummings show.
Right.
So I mean, and that's where we met. And she sat next to me, and we just started talking, and we didn't stop talking. And I helped her with her lines, and then we became really good friends.
Had she had same-sex sex? Wait,
No.
Before
No.
you were the first. So
I was the first.
you
That
brought
means you're the one and only.
You brought her out.
Yes.
That's awesome. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it was a wonderful, wonderful experience for me. She was the love of my life.
It was exciting too. Like
Yeah.
to actually get to meet like I know Ron.
I'm sorry
loved it.
that she's still not around
Me too.
because you sound like you were so happy.
I was so happy with her. Yeah.
So I have
Was
a
she
question.
happy with you, or did she still want to be with men?
No, she was happy with me. We were.
So she was
Totally
kind of
happy.
done. She was done with men, sort of.
Yeah, she was. She was with me. So we were in.
A lot of lesbian women, they love their girlfriends, but they also. There's an actress, I won't use her name either, very famous Canadian actress, who's a
Yeah.
friend of mine. And we were in a hotel room in San Diego, and her lesbian lover was there with her. And she said to her lesbian lover, she said, no. She said, I need a man in me. I have to feel it. And I left the room real quick.
Oh, smart move.
But I understand that a lot of lesbian women like a man for what he's got. Dildos don't work. And so, okay, I mean, this is really gay talk, folks out there. So if you're throwing up, fuck you.
I love it. So no, hold on. So here you guys, chapter 1, the very first line, 1969. 1969 was an amazing year for me. It was the year of my big break in films, and the year I met
Exactly.
Joy
That was
Lansing, the
it,
love
baby.
of my life. I love that. So
Yeah.
Did you and Joy live together?
Yeah, we lived together. Yeah, we were together. We were together until she died.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
That is so sweet.
Okay.
I'm sorry Jane Russell's not around and Joy Lansing. Two sweet people, I bet. I mean, I knew Jane was, and you say she was. Yeah, it's sad.
So here's the big question. Okay, so she died. I think it said in 1972, right?
Yeah, and I believe she did die from
So
silicone.
what happened? What happened? Like how? And this book came out a year ago.
It came out in 2015.
2015. Okay, so
Right.
So what made you wake up one day and say, you know what, I'm going to write a book about my relationship with Joy Lansing? Because that's like 30, 40 years later.
Oh, sure. No, I had no intention of writing a book about anything, especially about Joy. But in that time frame, actually from around 2006, I had health problems. I had terrible HMO. Insurance, and my hips were totally gone, and I was in a wheelchair. waiting for them to approve any kind of surgery, which they kept dragging their feet. So there I am in bed, and I'd become very close again with Joy's stepdaughter, Leslie, who was an absolutely wonderful, wonderful person. And we would talk, and she was very, very kind. And one day she said, you should, while you're in bed and doing nothing, waiting for surgery, why don't you write a book? And I didn't know that she knew about our relationship. So I just kept stalling and saying, yeah. And then she kept harping on it every single day. You need to write a book. You need to write a book. And I finally said, and I'd had it. And I said, Leslie, do you understand my relationship with Joy? And she said, yeah, you were lovers. Joy told me. I had no idea. I had no idea, you guys. And so I thought, well, here I am. I might as well do it. And I just, I had a little journal. And when I was with her, especially when we were only together like a year until she was diagnosed with cancer. And so when, at least for me, if you know that someone's dying, you want to cling to every moment.
Every moment.
So I had all those tapes running through my head constantly, after she died, because I didn't want to lose any of that time with her. So I just, chronicled our relationship, and I want Joy to be remembered and loved. She wanted to be a superstar. That was her whole life. She was just so fabulous. And now what's exciting is my book's going to be a miniseries.
Oh,
good for you.
Yeah, isn't that great? That's so great.
And also, Joy Lansing is up there with Mamie Van Doren.
Yeah,
Jane
Mamie's
Mansfield.
wonderful. Yeah.
I love Mamie.
Oh, she's a great lady.
And she's 150 and looks fabulous. That broad's never going to age.
She is amazing. I interviewed her, oh my God, a few years ago, and I was like 5 feet from her, maybe a little bit less. That woman has skin like a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How'd you get so close to her? Her boobs didn't push you away?
No,
her boobs are like 5 feet out there. You ever seen such knockers in your life?
Hold on and stay steady, not to worry.
She's got knockers. She had bags put in. I think she put shopping bags in. Really, she's got boobs for days. I love Mamie. I love her.
Yeah, I love Mamie.
I sat for hours with her, sitting on the steps of a movie theater where her movie was playing here in Palm Springs. And we gabbed and gabbed. We had the best time. She's really a lot of fun. I'm trying to get her on my show, and I don't know why she's not responding. I guess I'm not connecting right.
Yeah. No, she's a dynamite lady.
Well, I'm going to get her phone number from someone, maybe you or somebody else. If you have her number, I'm going to call her directly and tell her to come on our show. A lot of people
I have another question, though, then. Okay,
sure.
So you
a lot of people
met
know
Joy
her.
Lansing on Bigfoot. It was the beginning of your big career.
Right.
Like,
that was it.
Did you do any other movies after that?
Nothing. That was it. That was it. Literally.
That's so much fun.
I did a lot of high fashion modeling, print work, and that's basically what I did before and after she died.
Okay.
Now, when you sat there next to her, were you saying to yourself, "Oh, I'd like to make her"? Never going to happen. That could never happen.
Exactly. I knew I was gay, but there was no way in the world I was ever going to approach her or come on to her. I just wanted to be around her. I just thought she was an amazing, amazing person, and it just happened. She kissed me. I didn't approach her.
You didn't start it.
No, I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to blow it. Are you serious? There's no way.
Right.
No.
Right. See, now a man would have threw her down and attacked her.
Here's a picture of her in Rona Barrett's Hollywood, and here they are. In
Rona, whatever happened to Rona Barrett? Where the hell is she?
From what I understand, she's growing lavender. She has lavender.
She's growing lavender.
Yeah, I think near Santa Barbara. I think she has property, a lot of acreage, and she's growing lavender.
Of course,
That's what I heard.
She's got to be 200 years old.
You are so gorgeous. I mean, you're gorgeous now, but like when you were like younger, these like teen pictures, you were like smoking beautiful.
What do you think, Joy Lansing was go out with a pig?
Well, thank you.
He's so dumb sometimes.
No, but like here's a picture of you.
I love him to death.
Here's a picture of you at 19, and like you were so gorgeous. It's not even.
Oh,
funny.
thank you.
I love looking at pictures.
Well, if she looked like Marjorie Main, I don't think Joy Lansing would have given her.
No, we were cute. We were really cute.
Men would have paid a fortune to see you girls in video. You know, Wadding.
Yeah.
And, that's what men's fantasies are. Yeah, they hate gay guys, but they can't wait to see two women together. I could never figure that out.
It's weird, isn't it? It's weird.
I mean, gay girls are permitted, but gay guys aren't. So that's stupid.
Yeah, it is.
She's quite a beauty. She was a beauty, a real beauty.
She was wonderful.
Yeah.
I love it. So
I mean, I used to look forward to her. If I knew she was in a show or something, I would like to see her. She was always slinky. Very slinky. Slinky. Very slinky.
She was also a wonderful singer. I don't know if you guys know that. Yeah.
Never knew that.
A great singer. In fact, she did the first video songs. They had things called scopatones. Are you familiar with scopatones? Yeah, it was like a really large ATM machine that they'd have in bars, and you put in your order or whatever. And Joy did I think 3 of them. She sang in them, and you've got to check them out. You have to check out Web of Love. It is the campiest thing you have ever seen in your life. It is so terrible. It's wonderful.
Now, how was her personality? Was she funny, witty, quick?
She was sweet and kind, unpretentious, very, very intelligent, bright woman.
But Jane Russell was the same way.
Yeah.
Was she a broad? Jane Russell was a broad.
Joy wasn't. She was
too feminine, too soft.
She was more quiet and sweet. Really lovely.
Yeah, I was in Jane's dressing room one time when she was doing a show in Florida, and she came out of the shower and she wasn't feeling well. She had a fever, and she was bitchy to me. And her piano player, Peter, said, "Don't talk to Ron that way. It's not nice." "What are you talking about? I'm in this house." He smacks me in the ass and says, "Russell, move it. We're late."
I love that.
And that's what I did. No, she was always dilly-dally. So one time I smacked her right in the ass. I said, "Come on, Russell, we're late. Move it." She never forgot that. She thought that was wonderful. She thought it was wonderful.
That is
because
fabulous.
most people were afraid of Jane Russell, and they treated her like glass, and she didn't like that. She wanted to be treated real. How about Joy? Joy, she felt the same way?
Absolutely.
In other words, she didn't want a fan. She wanted a lover.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But you could have been a fan and a lover.
Yeah. No, I fell in love with the person.
Right. Exactly.
She was she was the opposite of what you saw on screen. She was not like that at all. She was so sweet and just lovely, lovely person.
Well, she never portrayed evil on the screen.
No, but she had a wonderful comedic sense. She was really, I mean, those straight lines she would come up with. She played it, she was funny. Really funny.
She was a glamour girl. Glamour.
Yeah, she was a glamour. Yeah, she was.
Up there with Jane Mansfield and Mamie and Marilyn and Barbara Nichols.
Right.
And
I saw a picture. There's a picture in the book of
all the platinum blondes
of her with Mariska Hargitay's father, Jane Mansfield's husband.
Yeah.
Right.
A funny story is that my mom was on a plane. My dad worked for the airlines, so when Mariska Hargitay was a baby on the airplane, Jane Mansfield didn't know how to change the diaper really, and so my mom changed Mariska Hargitay's diaper for Jane Mansfield on the plane. Taught her how to do it.
It's a small world.
Yeah, it is. I babysat Mariska for about 20 minutes, I think, when Joy and Mickey Hargitay were being interviewed. Mickey's kids were in the car, and somebody had to watch them, so I was the official babysitter for a few minutes. So I got to meet Mariska.
Was she a brat?
No, she was just a little sweet little kid. Yeah, not a brat.
She seems to be a sweet human.
Yeah, she seems that way.
I would like
As
to
an
actually.
adult.
I'd
I would
to
like
actually
to.
meet
I would
her.
like to interview her, and I'd like to
I'd
meet
like
her.
to meet her too.
There aren't too many people left in the world that I want to meet
Yeah.
because I've met the best and the biggest and the greatest. So anybody else would be less than. And
Sure.
I try not to have that thinking when I meet the new ones today. But
Mhm.
the new ones today just don't have what the people of my time had. They had a special glow,
And there was glamour. There was so
glamour.
much glamour.
He
And Joy
misses
was.
the glamour
Oh, I
so
miss
Oh, I
much.
do too. I mean,
I
Joy
miss
was glamorous.
The
Yeah.
Hollywood parties. I miss the gorgeous women coming in with gowns to the floor and
Yeah.
mink stoles.
We
And
we go to red carpets
Ugh,
all like 4 or 5 a
they look
month.
like
And he
slugs.
talks about how they all wear, he calls them, what you want to tell, the very short skirts. He calls them clit covers because they
covers.
barely cover anything,
Oh my God.
and they all look
No,
like
no, really.
whores.
I remember my day. Oh my God, the limo would pull up and the star came out and the people went crazy and the lights. It was so exciting. And the glamour of the beauty of these women. Even Debbie Reynolds used to be beautiful and
Exquisite.
glamorous.
Absolutely exquisite.
You know what I mean? Everybody was glamorous. It's sad. And Joy Lansing was probably up there with the most glamorous women in
She was.
Hollywood.
She
You
was.
never saw her in sweats with a
Never.
ponytail.
No.
Never.
No.
She was always slinky, long gowns with slits and hair.
I
her
love
hair
the
was
picture.
her hair was always perfectly done.
The
Yeah,
cover
she was
of the book is
elegant.
amazing. I think the cover of the book is like it's the most glamorous, beautiful picture ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was
And
a
I think
beautiful
so.
woman.
So also then you wrote the book. Everybody, you can get the book on Amazon. It's
And
called
Barnes
Joy
and Noble,
Lansing and
yeah.
Barnes and Noble, A Book to Die For. Joy Lansing, and Joy is Joi. You guys, Lansing. Also, you guys. So Alexis does other things because now she actually makes jewelry. I want to put a plug in for her
Oh,
jewelry.
thank you, honey. Thank you.
So you can go. Also,
Well, I
she's
want
on
to ask you
Instagram.
one question. Where is she interned?
She's in Santa Paula, in the Santa Paula Cemetery, and it's near. I think it's near Santa Barbara,
Okay.
near Oxnard.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, that's where Joy is.
Not too far from Jane. Jane's ashes were thrown in Santa Maria.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
So you guys, you can follow Alexis on Instagram. She's Miss Alexis Miss Alex Hunter, MSALEX Hunter. Tell us a
Right.
little bit about your jewelry business, because even Teresa's saying how you have great jewelry and stuff.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, my website is alexhunterpalmsprings.com.
Oh, I have Matt. What a great website.
Isn't that
Name.
cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love making jewelry. That's my passion. I'm having a great time doing it.
So is it like one of a kind jewelry? Like you actually make it?
Yeah. It's couture. Yeah.
Do you know Renee Medor?
Yeah, I do.
Renee also has started making jewelry again.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
I mean-
we're North Palm, off of Sunrise North.
Oh, perfect. Well, we're so close together. We're so
Good.
very close. Yeah. Can't wait to see you guys.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
it's going to be
absolutely.
soon. I mean, there's no question. You're a neighbor, and
Yeah.
you're terrific, and your family. What the hell? Why not?
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, sweetheart.
Well, we have to be stupid not to. We could have a lot of conversation
Sure.
about
You know,
the
it's
good
my
old
fault that you
days.
didn't come on the show too. So I want to like apologize because you sent us the book and then COVID kind of like was going
yeah, it
out.
took
All these
over.
things were going on, and then I never even like thought about it. I had the book on my bookshelf,
Yeah.
and then I saw you go on Wendy's show.
Yeah.
And Wendy sent me a message. Didn't Alexis send you a book? Like you should really have her on your show. I think Ron would like love her.
I
And
love
was
her
like, oh,
already.
and that was like a week ago, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh
no,
yes,
perfect.
okay. So
This is
you're not.
perfect.
So
yeah.
I'm telling you, you're not pushy enough. You need to be pushier.
Yeah. Well, okay, now I'm going to be pushy.
Yes, you can be pushier.
I'm doing a big book signing in New York at the Stonewall Inn, October 18th, from 6 to 8. I hope everybody will be there.
There you guys go.
Everybody
Stonewall
we
Inn.
know in New York.
Everybody
promote
in
it,
New York.
push it, promote it, get it out there. And I love Wendy. And
Wendy's
Tim
wonderful.
Morse and Wendy are good friends.
They're
Dear,
great.
dear friend. And
Great
we had a ball on their show.
Yeah.
I mean,
Are you going to be in New York?
December.
No, we're going in December. I think.
Sometime for Soho.
We have a big event here on
Yes.
October 16th, Halloween Hotness. We're like part of the celebrity guests for it
Aw.
to raise money for St. Jude's. And the reason Eileen and everybody aren't coming to us is because that same night that you have that is also when Omar Kamal is performing, who was our guest before you. He's performing at the
wow.
Lincoln Center, and Eileen has to go to that because he's one of our clients for my PR
Aw.
company.
Oh, very cool.
But I think so. Everybody, Stonewall Inn, October 18th, 6 to 8 p.m. Stonewall Inn. Everybody is like the it's like the iconic place where gay rights became
Stonewall
about.
is where it all. Listen, we all used to hang out at Stonewall way back when,
Sure.
and we had enough of the police.
Yes.
Because the police would grab a bunch of guys at night, get them in an alley, and say, "Give me all your money." They would
Oh my
mug
God.
us. Oh, this is the truth. And a lot
yeah.
of the cops used to get some queens, take them in the alley. The cops would unzip their pants and demand things from the queen.
Sure.
And then maybe afterwards get angry because he did it and beat the queen up. So the gay people in the village were so sick and tired of all the oppression that we were getting from the heterosexual moron men. One story I'll never forget. Two guys are walking down the street. A car drives by. A guy hangs out with a bat, smashes the head of one. Well, the one head that he smashed was a straight guy visiting his brother, who
Oh,
was the
no.
gay guy. So they didn't even kill a gay guy; they killed the gay guy's brother. That story it never
That's so
leaves my
awful.
oh that. So we said enough of this shit, and
Yes.
we said we are who we are. We are human beings, and we should have the rights that everybody has. And we
Absolutely.
don't want this sort of disgusting behavior anymore. And we threw bricks through windows and screamed and yelled.
Yeah. Yeah. At that time, a lot of people, I've talked about it before, a lot of people don't realize that when you went to a bar, it was no touch. And you couldn't hold someone's hand. You couldn't do any. And the cops would come in and they would raid the women's bars and they'd pick the pretty ones and then they'd take them out. And you want to go in the back of the car or
Blow me. Get a blowjob. No, it's disgusting.
Terrible.
It's terrible. And if you were in drag in those days, you were arrested for something I forgot what the law is, and you couldn't be gay because if your landlord found out, he'd throw you out. If your boss found out, you'd be fired.
Sure.
I mean, black people carry on how persecuted they were. I got news for you, brothers. We were just as persecuted as you guys were. No different. Maybe even a lot worse because they were straight. Like being gay back in the 50s was the most exciting.
60s,
it was exciting. I loved being gay in the 60s. It was mysterious and wonderful, but I didn't like the side effects, what happened, the other things.
So hang on, we've got 2 minutes. I want to go back over this. So you guys, Joy Lansing, A Body to Die For, written love story by Alexis Hunter, who's on our guest today on the show. You can get the book on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. You can follow Alexis on Instagram. It's MSALEX Hunter, and her website that she sells her jewelry on is Alexis Hunter Palm Springs?
No, it's Alex Hunter Palm Springs.
Alex Hunter Palm
It's
Springs.
close. You got it. That was it.
Alex, so you guys support that. So now, do you have a significant other now, or are you single?
No, I'm quite single.
We'll have to find someone
Maybe
fabulous.
we could do something about that.
We'll find somebody fabulous for you.
Work on it, you guys.
Yeah, that's a perfect thing. I love it. It's so much fun and you've had, even though it was a tragedy, you got to have some wonderful years with someone and what a lifetime of memories. And I think that, the fact that you were part of that wonderful era of time, which I was like a little kid, so I don't even know.
I was with my guy for 46 years.
Wow.
And he died of pancreatic cancer.
Funny. I'm so sorry.
And then I met Jimmy years later. But I always say to myself, better to have loved and lost than never to have loved him at all. Because my memories of those days, those 46 years.
Oh, my God, yes.
Wonderful memories. And worth the pain I had to suffer.
Oh, of course.
And I know what you suffered. It's a terrible thing when you lose someone.
I hope, Ron, that you will read the book. I think you'll.
Are you shitting me?
He'll definitely.
You know what I'm saying to myself? Save it for when you fly to New York.
Yeah.
But then I said, you know what? I bet you I won't. I couldn't do that because I'm dying to get in there because I know it's going to be very, very. It's my time. It's my world.
Good.
You're talking about me and my people.
Great.
I don't know if I'm going to. I may save it for the plane. What other books do I have waiting?
You don't have any.
I have no books waiting to read because everybody sends me a book. I'm going to see if I could not read it until I bet I'm going to read it anyway. But
it's fast. It's a fast read.
Yeah, but I don't want to read it to the airplane because I love to. Don't you love to read on a plane?
We got to go.
Sure.
Full
Absolutely.
concentration. No phone calls. Nobody interrupting.
Yeah,
So
no
you guys,
aggravation.
this is
No
Alexis Hunter. You guys, you'll see her more often. We're going to become friends. She lives here
Thank
with us
you.
in Palm Springs. It's such a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much.
Lovely.
Congratulations on the book and everything
you
that's
so
going
much.
on. And we'll talk
Thank
to you soon. And
Here's to a new friendship.
yay!
Yay. Thank you, guys.
And chat room, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. All right, everybody. Thanks,
Bye.
Alexis. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Alexis. You've been wonderful.
Thank you.
Can turn out to be so wrong.
Yeah, we in the mix. Yeah, we in the mix. It's another episode. Here we go. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Interviewing the hottest, newest, and truest of today's celebrities. Make sure to subscribe so you can get notified weekly. Jimmy Star, he's the king of cool. Ron Russell, he's a gorgeous dude. Chat room is live and you would be a fool not to vibe with us at the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. So come watch it live on W4CY Radio. Miss some past episodes? Download on iTunes. The Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. It's the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell.